You don't talk much. You've heard this your whole life. And every time someone says it, you feel the urge to explain yourself. But here's what they don't understand. It's not that you can't talk. It's that you won't talk. Not everywhere, not with everyone, and not just to fill silence. And psychology says that's not a flaw. That's actually one of the clearest signs of a highly self-aware mind. Most people assume quiet people are always quiet. Psychology disagrees. The same person who barely says 3 words in one room could be the loudest, most expressive person in another. Not because they're inconsistent, because communication isn't just personality. It's comfort, it's trust, it's connection. When the energy in a room feels forced, fake, or performative, they don't match it. They observe it. They're not awkward. They're aware. And there's a difference. Psychologists call it social filtering. Quiet people unconsciously ask themselves before every interaction, is this worth my energy? Do I feel safe here? Are these people real? If the answer is no, they limit how much they give. But when they find the right people, everything opens up. They joke. They go deep. They talk for hours. That's why you'll hear people say, you were so quiet before, now I can't get you to stop talking. It's not inconsistency. It's context. People open up when they feel safe from judgment. When someone feels their words will be ignored, twisted, or dismissed, silence becomes the smarter choice. And for many quiet people, that instinct was trained by experience. They used to speak more, but they were interrupted, dismissed, talked over. So they became selective. They realized, not every space deserves their voice. And that realization isn't weakness. That's wisdom. There's something most people completely miss about quiet people. They feel the energy of interactions before anyone speaks. They can tell within minutes whether a conversation is going to drain them or feed them. And rather than engage just for the sake of it, they can serve. They protect their energy the same way some people protect their money. Intentionally, because they know what it costs them to show up somewhere they don't belong. They won't fake interest. They won't perform excitement. They won't laugh just to be liked. If the connection isn't real, their silence reflects that. And this is where they're most misunderstood. People assume they're shy, cold, arrogant, but it's none of those things. It's alignment. They engage where they feel connected. They disengage where they don't. And they're genuinely okay with being misunderstood by many, as long as they're fully understood by a few. Walk into any new environment and watch what a quiet person does. They don't jump in. They watch first. They study how people talk, how they treat each other, whether the room feels safe. They're mapping the social dynamics before deciding how much of themselves to reveal. This makes every word they eventually say more intentional, more weighted, more real, because they don't speak to fill silence. They speak when something is actually worth saying. So the next time someone tells you, you don't talk much, remember what they're actually seeing. They're seeing you in a space where you don't feel fully comfortable, connected, or understood. They're seeing one side of a person who has an entire world happening inside them that most people never get access to. Because the truth is, quiet people aren't quiet everywhere. They're just quiet where they don't feel like being themselves. And honestly, that's not something that needs to be fixed. That's something that needs to be respected. If this felt like someone finally described you accurately, subscribe. Because understanding yourself and the people around you is exactly what this channel is built for. I will see you in the next one.